7. The old Haverton Hotel stood like a forgotten relic on the edge of Wilmington, North Carolina. Its once grand columns were chipped, its windows like dull eyes watching the slow decay of the town around it. The hotel had been closed for 30 years, shuttered suddenly in the middle of summer with no announcement, no farewell. Just locked. Left. Until Chanel moved in. She wasn't supposed to be there. Not really. The building was marked condemned, but the Historical Society had granted a special permit to study its cultural significance. Chanel was a grad student in architecture, documenting forgotten landmarks for her thesis. She had a thing for haunted places, though she'd never admit it out loud, at least not seriously. But she felt it. That pull. Like an echo reaching for her through time. The first 4 days were uneventful. Dust and water damage. Long hallways that seemed to curve when you weren't looking. A grand ballroom with its chandeliers still intact, wrapped in plastic like corpses dressed for burial. Chanel took photos, notes, measurements. She kept to the lower floors, too cautious to risk the fifth. She didn't know why. She just didn't go up there until she saw the light. On the fifth night, just past midnight, Chanel was organizing photos in the dim lobby when a pale gold glow flickered against the marble tiles. She looked up. The light was coming from the fifth floor window, the one in the center. But there was no electricity in the building. She stared, phone frozen in her hand. The glow pulsed softly, then faded. By the time she climbed the stairs, the light was gone. On the sixth night, Chanel dreamed of water. A woman's voice calling her name, not shouting, not whispering, just calling. She woke with the taste of salt in her mouth. That day, she found the first note. It was on the floor of room 514. She hadn't been in there. The door had been jammed shut when she checked the first time, but now it was open, slightly. Inside, sunlight fell across an old velvet chair and a cracked vanity mirror. On the vanity, a torn corner of yellowed paper with words written in looping ink. She still dances when the windows rattle. That night, the chandelier in the ballroom shook, and the sound of heels tapped across the ceiling. By the second week, Chanel was obsessed. She stayed longer each day, sleeping on a cot in the manager's office. She kept journals, audio logs. She posted some of it online. At first, her friends laughed, ghost girl doing ghost girl things. Then they started to watch. Thousands, then tens of thousands. Something about her videos felt real, unpolished, nervous breathing between words, the way she'd look over her shoulder, always slightly out of frame, like she wasn't alone. And always, the same window glowed. Room 523. She tried to open it on the 10th night. The doorknob shocked her, a low electrical buzz. Her phone glitched. The lights in the hallway flickered. Impossible, since there was no power. She left that night. Went home. Told herself she was done. But when she reviewed the footage, she saw her reflection in the hallway mirror. And standing beside her, a woman in a 1920s evening dress. Head tilted, eyes gone black. Chanel returned the next morning. She stopped posting, stopped responding to DMs. She just disappeared into Halverton. By the time the Historical Society sent someone to check, the front doors were wide open. Inside, dust still clung to everything, except the fifth floor. There, the hallway was clean. Fresh footprints in the carpet, a single shoe, Chanel's. Camera on the floor, battery drained. The door to room 523 was open. And inside, a dance playing on silent loop on a reel-to-reel projector. Chanel in the center of the room, arms lifted like a puppet, spinning slowly to music no one could hear. Eyes open, but wrong. Empty. She moved like someone else, like she was watching herself from the outside. No one saw Chanel again. But people say the window still lights up, just past midnight. And if you climb the stairs of Halverton, if you bring a mirror, you might catch a glimpse of a woman standing just behind you. Not Chanel. The other one, the one who still dances. And when she takes your hand, she never lets go.